And we are live. What is going on, guys?
Well, how's it going?
Living the
Pretty
dream.
good. Well, how was your guys' week? I pretty much know how yours was, Matt.
Yeah.
Hello, Ronnie Trickshot. Hey, Aaron, how are you today?
Morning, guys.
Morning.
Thank you for getting up early to come watch us talk about toys for a little bit. It's very much appreciated.
Sup, Larry?
Hey, Larry, how are you? Hey, GI Jokers, thanks for coming on.
This is awesome. Payne's toy samples.
Yes, Aaron is awesome. I promise as we go forward, I will work on getting our intro involved in this. This is all brand new, but very happy to have you all.
We will get there.
Yes.
Yeah, we will definitely get there. So we're wrapping up 2023. Podcast from the Pit has moved on from, I'm not saying we moved on. We are going to try to put up the podcast in podcast form. I'm just having trouble getting it converted over. But I have them all saved. But, switching over to YouTube about 4 months ago. So, everything's different. It's fun. It's enjoyable. We got Hillbilly now. So there's added comedy to everything. And he hooked us up with Santa last week. You can't understate that.
Yeah, well, I got connections.
Yes, you do. And you said something like we had a late letter come in that Santa may have gave you.
Yeah, well, Santa gave me a lump of coal for missing this letter last week. You mind if I go ahead and read it?
No, please go ahead.
Yeah,
Actually, Santa's like, you want one lump or two? And I said, I'll take two. And now I got two knots on top of my head. So, dear Santa, for Christmas this year, I'd like G.I. Joe toys released, please. I've been good all year. Please like some figures and a tank with a play set. I love G.I. Joe so much because they're real American heroes and they make me happy. I want to share my happiness and fun of toys with my friends. Please, Santa, tell Hasbro to remember that what fun is and help them make more toys with fun built in like you do. Love, it's Chad.
It's a great letter.
Yes, it was. So I apologize for not getting that to Santa last week. I failed Santa, and he told me next time he's going to cut my Hershey bar rations down from me.
As he should, yeah.
Yes. No more cookies and donuts.
So I hope everybody had a great Christmas. My wife went down with the COVID, so didn't get to see all my kids. Hopefully, the ones I didn't get to see will come up this weekend because my wife is feeling better. And my daughter lives kind of far away. Well, over an hour, that's far away to me. So I don't get to see her as much as I would like. So she should be up tomorrow. So that's good.
Yeah.
I hope everybody watching had a good Christmas and got to spend it with their loved ones. I always heard that once you get older, it's not about toys, but honestly, I don't know if I'll ever outgrow that because that's all I asked for Christmas.
How's Mrs.
She's doing better. Yes, I spoiled her with her favorite sitcom is Friends. Her favorite show of any kind is Friends, and she's got a little coffee bar set up, and I just ordered her all kinds of friend stuff for it, and she was so
Cool.
happy. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. She's
Hold on. Good day.
yeah.
you
There
go.
you go. Yeah, you
Yep.
gotta get that up there.
This is like, there's a backstory to this hat. This is like my
All right.
all-time favorite hat. I worked with a retired master gunnery sergeant from the Marines at my last job, and he came back from vacation at Paris Island. He went to Paris Island for vacation. I was like, that's dedication.
That's
And
what Sergeant Slaughter does.
so I walk into the warehouse that day, and he's like, "Here, I got something for you." And he hands me a can opener. He's like, "You know what this is?" I said, "It's a John Wayne I think it's a P32 can opener, and which I carry in my wallet all the time. You never know." And then he takes his hat out of his hip pocket and he tosses it to me. He said, "I got an extra large. I know you got a big old pumpkin head on you." But I absolutely love this hat. It just, I don't wear it out in public because it's got the Marine Corps insignia on it, and I never earned that.
Right.
So I don't want to
You
be
know.
accused of stolen valor or anything like that. Just,
Right.
I respect them. They're heroes, man.
I have a USS Flag shirt. My wife got for Christmas 2 years ago. I had to stop wearing it out because everybody kept thanking me for my service. And I thank people for their service.
Yeah.
I don't deserve that, so I don't wear it out.
Yeah.
I
I'll wear
respect,
this out
I respect them
or
too much.
Yeah. I wear it hunting and whatnot, but
I might
yeah,
wear it
this
on the
is like,
show.
yeah, this is like my all-time favorite hat. My wife will see me going out the door with it. She's like, "Put it up." You never one.
Right. Yeah. No. How was your Christmas, Matt?
It wasn't too bad. We got together.
You had the 4
Got to
days
spend
off,
time
too.
with the family.
Yeah.
I did.
But not no 12 days like Hillbilly.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I go back to work Tuesday.
Thanks,
I
Ronnie.
thanks, Ronnie. Thank you for your service, Ronnie. I told my wife, I said, I want to put in for vacation next week. And she's like, "Nah, you're not doing it. You've already had 12 days off. You don't need any more time off."
Right.
And then she's like, "You'll have all summer off too."
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so jealous.
You
Where
got
we
job
work, we're guaranteed 1 day off a year. Guaranteed. Christmas. Every other holiday, if it falls on our work schedule, we work.
Yeah.
Including
But, I mean,
Monday.
Yeah, we got to work Monday.
Oh,
Fortunately, I'm too old to go out and do anything on Sunday. So,
well, the last job I had, if there was a holiday, like a 3-day weekend coming up, I would have to work and do all my stuff for like 4 days worth of
yeah.
work in by the time I left Friday, and then I'd still have to come in on Sunday and work. So I
Yeah,
don't miss
some
it.
places are like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
meanwhile, back at the pit.
So, I'll just start off with some of my highlights of this year. Then, if you guys got any, you can throw them on there too. 2023 was a good year.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
went to Joe Fest again, met amazing people who I've only talked to online, but now I feel like I've made friends with, I mean, you could be internet friends. That's great.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
once you meet them and realize they are the exact same person as they were online, that's a bonus,
Yeah.
I've met a lot of them.
Yeah.
Too many to name, and I don't want to leave anybody out. But I'm sure I've talked about it in the past, but Joe Fest was amazing. We can't forget our 2 shows in Kentucky, Kentuckiana and Winterfest. It's always a great time. We see our friends from Order of Battle and Anything Joe's. Those are always special times. I wish we can get together with them more, but I mean, 2 times a year, that's pretty good. 3 times for Order of Battle, Joe Fest. And we got to go to PowerCon this year. Met Hillbilly. Met a few other people that, I've watched online who, again, are the same people in person. So this year was less about the toys for me as it was about relationships, making friends, collecting memories.
I think PowerCon in Kentuckiana was a testament to that.
Oh yeah, I didn't buy anything, but had a great time.
Yep,
had an amazing time. I mean, it was hard for me not to buy that Beastman from the Mondo. I didn't even look at the price because I knew I could probably cover it, but that would be it.
Like going on about meeting people, I've met a few people this past year that I know on Instagram, and you and Matt are the 2 that comes into my mind. Meeting you 2, I mean, meeting you all was like meeting rock stars. Because I listened to you at work, and then you're the same. And I was like, holy cow. And then the highlight for me for 2023 is you all asked me to be on here with y'all. I was like, surely you're joking. But this has been, I look forward to this every week. And,
me too, yeah.
And then like getting to meet Bobby Val, that was huge for me. Because I spent money like 2 drunken sailors at his booth. It's been a great year. I can't believe how the kindness of just the community is. It's continues to blow me away. So
yeah, it is a good community.
Yeah.
I know sometimes, man, I can just have a terrible day at work because I'm not going to go on about my work because this is supposed to be for fun.
Yeah.
But I can be having a bad day and I will kick on. I'm not allowed to watch YouTube anymore at work. They took that away from me, but I can listen to it. So like the other day, I was in such a bad mood. I'll put on It's Chad or Audible Interlude or, something that I haven't caught up on yet. And my day will get better. And it's the same with all the shows. Toy Connections is up there, but I'm usually not behind on that one. It's just like some of the longer episodes that, I work 11 hours a day, so I can fit those in while I'm working. And I mean, it really helps me through the day.
Meeting that guy,
hey Ryan,
getting to talk to Ryan here, that's been amazing.
Yeah, he's
super
awesome.
nice. I'm trying to talk one of the people that's in our chat right now into coming on with us.
Well, if you do that, we'll make it work.
Larry, you know who you are.
Everybody's welcome in the pit.
Yes.
Just let us know when.
And we'll get you access to the level.
We have guest levels.
Yeah.
I read Duke #1 today.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. Yes. I really enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna like this move from IDW to Skybound. I enjoyed, which I got your Duke, Matt. I'll make sure you get that.
All right, thank you.
I'm enjoying all the Energon universe so far. Everybody knows I'm not the biggest Transformers fan, but I go through my spurts, but I'm enjoying it because most of it's out of left field, like stuff you don't I mean, killing off characters you wouldn't expect to die. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say who in case somebody hasn't read it yet, but it's really good, and that Void Rivals is really good too. So yeah, I think big things are coming. I can't
Was
wait
it-
for Cobra Commander 1.
Was it Duke that died?
No, sorry.
Let me guess. He's in a coma.
You know, I was watching a live stream the other night, and somebody, I think, and I'm sorry if I'm wrong, I think Lawrence from A Punk with Toys has almost as much Duke hate as you do. You guys will have plenty to talk about.
I'm in good company.
Yeah, but no, I really enjoyed it. I was a little not upset because at the end of the day it's just toys. But I tried to pre-order Shadow Tracker and Wolf Spider day one, sold out real quick. Tried to get them on Walmart forever. Nope. My wife orders them for me on Thursday, and I got them yesterday.
Cool.
Nice.
So I'm excited. Going to get into my Wolf Spider. I love that it's a new figure, so really nothing to compare it to right now. But this is it. Shadow Tracker. Excited for him. Everybody, if you're still needing them, they are on Walmart right now.
One figure I would love to track down is the retro carded Snake Eyes from the Classified series.
Yeah. I wonder if it's on there. Because I know it's Walmart.
The last one I seen was selling for like close to $100.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, but I'm getting ready to go nuts on the 3 3/4 inch guys.
Oh, yeah. Well, before we get into that,
Yeah.
I've gave you my list of stuff that I loved about 23. Here is my wish list for 2024. I've got a list of people I'd love to have on the show. So already trying to work out some of that. But we got Winterfest next month. I'm excited for it. Already got my hotel booked, so I will be down there for both days. Of course, Joe Fest. Already got my hotel for that. Well, I got the hotel for all of us if you guys need it.
I'll probably need it
All right.
if you can put up with me.
Also, with no PowerCon, I'm really thinking about trying Joe Lanta this year. So, I mean, we'll just have to see the logistics on that. Of course, what's the one in Iowa? Assembly required.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would love to do that because I heard it's more of a, it's as cool as Joe Fest, but it's more laid back than Joe Fest, which I'm not much for crowds, but the crowds at Joe Fest do not bother me because I think we're surrounded by people kind of like us.
Yeah.
So,
I've never been to Joe
fun.
Fest.
But you will this year.
Yeah.
Even if I got to swing by West Virginia to pick you up.
Yes. Well, you swing by here and jump in the hillbilly mobile, and we will roll. Be like the Clampets coming to town.
But I mean, so much stuff I'm looking forward to this year. I think 2024, knock on wood, is going to be exciting times. Great toys coming out, hopefully. I'm not sure about any updates on Coastline Longbow. Looking forward to those, or Operation Recall. I know Matt's pretty excited about his Robo Skull coming out. I think mid 2024 now. They get pushed back. But so many cool toys coming out. And if we have time later, I want to talk about these guys a little bit. The Delta 17 figures.
Those are nice.
Yeah, they are very nice. They are, I mean, when I was opening them up, it was just like a kid again, opening up my first Joe's. I'm holding a Rooster right now. And as of right now, he's probably my favorite one. But I've only opened 4 of them because I'm trying to take my time with them. Because you can only open them once unless you buy multiples.
That's one of the ones that kind of looks like what, Hit and Run.
Yeah, kind of.
And I like what they were saying on the live streams about him is that they put him on a bigger buck body.
Yeah, he is taller than the other ones,
And
which
like
I
how
think's
they're-
great.
Yeah. I like how they're doing that.
Yeah, and I think Preacher's the same size as Rooster.
Yeah.
But that is such a great idea. Not everybody's the same height.
Right.
And the amount of detail that they're putting into these figures. Like, here's another one of my favorites. He's the Russian troop builder. Want to make sure I get his name right. Thunder Battalion. Still reading up on the bios. But he comes with 2 different visors, and they go down too. Probably not the best way to show them off, but I don't know. I'm excited for these figures. I'll post more pictures on Instagram as I go about opening them all and hopefully work on a little dio for them.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Joe Fest as well, and then even sooner the Winterfest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when is that? Last weekend or next to last weekend, January,
I think it's the last weekend.
and then Operation Recall. You know, there's a lot of them coming out. Hopefully, Call Sign Lombo will be out, and then of course the Robo Skull. You mentioned that.
I'll be getting probably slacking off on the 6-inch figures now that all these 3 3/4 inch guys are coming out, and because the 6-inch they take up quite a bit of realty.
Yeah,
And
They do. I mean, my scales vary from the 3 3/4 to, I got the, see if I get this right, the 5-inch Doctor Who, the 5-inch Star Trek, the 6-inch G.I. Joe, the 4-inch. I mean, my scale's all over the place. I got 7-inch figures with the Masterverse. I guess I don't have a preferred scale. I just have toys I like.
yeah. And that's the way it should be.
Yeah. But honestly, if I didn't have a room just dedicated to toys and podcasting, I would probably have to pick a scale and stay with it.
Larry,
But fortunately, I have a room for it.
I've tried that, Larry. She catches everything.
Yeah, I did that too. And then she's like, well, why don't you just take the downstairs? I'm like, okay. So I compromise.
yeah, it's been looking good. Last time I was there, I think you've even changed some stuff up since last time I was there to see it.
Yeah, I need you to come over because we need to move that flag.
So last night I was talking to a guy that's doing a custom flag.
Okay.
He's got the flag, but he's building a superstructure underneath of it out of wood.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You sent me some pictures. Looks
Oh
cool.
my gosh. He's got the bow done. And it looks amazing.
Marriage is all about negotiations.
Yes. And sneaking in what you think you can pull off. But
Right. I can tell my wife hasn't watched the last episode because she doesn't know about the Star Trek figures yet.
you know, my wife had to leave the living room last week whenever y'all was recording with Santa.
Yeah.
She was rolling. Then I got here and replaced Santa, and she was still rolling. I walked in the house and I was like, "What are you on? Somebody like hit you with nitrous oxide or what?" And
Yeah, I mean, just I don't think we're ever going to have the best show, the best live stream, the best graphics. But as long as we have fun,
yeah,
I think people will pick up on that as we push towards our 100 subscribers. We're
yeah.
99.
If you're number 100, there is no prize.
But our thanks.
Yes, our eternal gratitude. It'll let us know you really like us.
Yeah, I think 24 is going to be great.
Yeah,
Hillbilly, your first Winterfest and Joe Fest this year.
I already told the wife or Mrs. Hillbilly that I'm going to Winterfest. I said, you don't have to go if you don't want to. I can drive the 4.5 hours. Hey, we just broke 100.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. Thanks. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Really appreciate that. But I told her, I said, I want to go just for at least one day, one Saturday. And Lord willing, and the weather isn't bad, I'll be there. No, you watch, it'll be 72 inches of snow and
Hope not. I'll have to leave early.
yeah. I have to ride my 4-wheeler.
72 inches of snow. I might not make it.
Yeah. I know it's only a little over an hour, but still, that's ridiculous. I'm not.
Yeah, well, the weather here can be a little iffy sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully the weather cooperates
Yeah,
because it is a lot of fun.
yeah,
Now, keep in mind, there is a lot more space at this place where they have it, and the sales floor is so much better. But I missed the lobby from the other place. I missed the hangout factor. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because I'm Lord willing, I'm going to be there both
Yeah.
days.
The only place to hang out is on the floor.
Right. And then I worry about getting in somebody's booth space because I don't want to,
yeah.
They're there to make money. I don't want to. Remember that time we got yelled at Joe Fest? I was like, whoops. But I get it. I wasn't mad. I understood. For me, it's a hobby. For them, it's a job.
Yeah.
So I don't want to interfere with that.
That's understandable.
Yeah. But yeah, 2024 is going to be awesome. It's going to be a great year. Anything else you're looking forward to, guys? Any toy lines you haven't talked about that you're any shows? I'd like to go to Lexington Comic-Con too. There's going to be a lot of people there.
Yeah.
Like some Doctor Who people I'd like to see. I haven't been to a good comic convention in a long time, so that might be fun.
Last comic convention I was at was Heroes Con in Charlotte. And it is an absolute amazing show. The sales floor is so packed though. You've got to have, you got to be just like drop your head and go, just push, make a hole. But it's an amazing show. They have Robert Atkins is always there. Daryl Banks is always there. Rob Liefeld was there one year. Got to meet Mike Mingola there. So I got some of the Hellboy stuff signed by him. I was stoked until he didn't realize West Virginia was its own state. But,
is it really? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, since 1863, but who's counting?
Hey, that would be awesome, Aaron. Definitely let me know so we can hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Be nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah, he was gracious enough to have me on his show one time, and it was so much fun. Just down to earth. His show, I would think, is one of the best out there.
Yeah.
And if you're not watching it, you need to. Payne's Toy Samples. Check that out. And his
Yeah.
dios are awesome.
I don't know if there's any toy lines I'm really looking forward to other than what I already know of. Of course, there's a few of them out that it's more of a wait and see,
Mhm.
see what they're gonna look like, what they're gonna do with them. But I think I'm mostly just looking for the ones I'm already invested in at the moment.
You know, one I've not jumped into yet, and every time I see him, I just want to dive straight into and get is the Chicken Fried Toys. What was that Dime store?
Dime Novel Legends.
Yeah,
Yes, those are amazing. But I know me at like what are they 25 a piece?
Yeah.
So I don't know on the
Yeah,
I
card,
think
maybe
it's about
close to
25.
30. Yeah, and they're so awesome. And I love westerns anyway. I was raised
It
when
might-
westerns were cool, and I
Yeah.
want so bad to get into those, but just can't really afford it. Oh,
I've got the Marshall version too.
that's right. You picked that up at Joe Fest, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Monster Force. Yeah, that's the Donner Party's in that, right?
Yes. I've got
Yeah,
them pre-ordered.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, I want to.
Donner Party looked good, and then some of the what is it, the second or third wave? Because I think it was PowerCon. They had a display of some of their future waves, and some of those look pretty good.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had that Sasquatch, and I'm like,
Yes,
oh, I want it so bad. But it's going to be like over $100, I think is what they said. But
it's a big figure.
yeah, so I'm looking for anybody who wants to buy a kidney. Right, you get a deal out on that. But
It's partially used.
yeah, little diabetic. Puppy dog.
Here's my little monster.
That's pretty
She's
pup.
supposed to be upstairs.
Uh-oh.
She wanted to come down. Say hi.
She pure blood Himalayan fur golem.
Nope, she's a mutt like me.
Himalayan fur golem.
She is. Me and her's like this.
That's cool.
Yeah, but yeah, the monster. I'm almost scared to look into the Monster Force, just as I am with the Dime Novel figures, because me and Moderation don't know each other.
The
We're not friends.
The one figure or one thing I'm looking forward to from the Dime Novel Legends is they're doing a Mountain Man figure. And I'm really I like the Mountain Man stuff. My favorite Western of all time's Jeremiah Johnson. I don't know
Okay.
if you
Yeah, I've seen it.
Robert Redford's in it. But I'm not a big Robert Redford fan. But that's an amazing movie based on an actual guy. So I asked him, I said, y'all doing a Mountain Man? And he's like, oh yeah. I said, what's your thoughts on doing a Daniel Boone also? And he's like, yeah, possibly. So I'm like, oh my gosh, two of the biggest names or one of the biggest names. And then, I mean, Daniel Boone, he came through, he stayed in the town I'm from one time under a rock cliff where my high school was built. Then I went to school at. So, which, I mean, I'm a nerd. Can't help it. I like history.
Well, if we weren't nerds, we wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah. So, is anybody doing a Robo Skull comparison to the His tank?
Oh, I'm sure we'll see it. Yeah. Just got to get those Robo Skulls out.
Oh,
Yep.
I still kick myself for not getting a Robo Skull, but honestly, at that time, I really didn't know anything about Kickstarter. I was just focusing in on Joe.
Yeah.
Hindsight, and I'm not going to be one of those guys that jump on eBay going, "Anybody selling a RoboSkull for a reasonable price?"
That'd be like, I
Answer's
know
no.
$1 million.
But yeah, I'll be happy. Just like with the His Tank, I'll be happy for the people that get them.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't have the room for a vehicle that size. Oh, have to check that out.
Yeah. Where was that at? I wonder. If that was on Instagram or wonder who posted them. Mr. Toy Samples.
Yeah, official Skeleton.
Okay. I'll check
Yeah, we'll
that out.
definitely check that out. Yeah, thanks, Aaron. We'll definitely have to check that out.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll probably have to avoid Instagram as soon as the RoboSkulls hit for my sadness of not getting one.
The one thing I'm sad about that didn't hit this year was the mothership. But I think that could have been done a lot different. But that was such a cool idea.
It was a cool idea, but I don't know. I do attach price to stuff,
Yeah.
and that was out of what I was willing to pay for a toy.
Yeah. I mean, I'll admit, if I'm going to spend $600 basically on something, I want to either buy something like that or I'm going to go buy a pew, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I did spend $600 on my flag, but that was like, you know, a deal
was a little
that
different.
I could pass up. Yeah, it was different.
A little bigger too.
Yeah, but I mean, the mothership would be cool. It would be.
Yeah.
But for $600, I just couldn't.
No.
I was hoping it would fund, just so the people who want one would get it.
Yeah.
I'm never a hater. I don't, just because something I don't want, I want the people who want it to get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's the way it should be.
I'll never be the one that said, who asked for that?
Right. I don't care if people like Doctor Who.
Yeah.
I'm still going to get the figures. I think they're beautiful.
I was telling Casey before we started, this right here is probably one of the underrated figures that I've seen out of the classified figure. I mean, such a cool figure. Yeah.
It is.
And another underrated figure off classified is this guy. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll shut up.
You never have to shut up. You like what you like. And that's how we do it here.
Well, I was being a bit of a
Hey, honestly, if it wasn't for the price per figure and the fact that I already get too much, there's several Valverse figures I would own.
yeah.
I can't justify getting them when I can, I mean, get my classified for 25. And I don't even get all those. I pick and choose.
The Mythic Legion's another one. The price of entry is so high, but the figures do look really good.
Oh yeah. I held a goblin yeah, I love this classified breaker. I wish he'd have came with a backpack like the vintage one. But you know, stuff happens. And I know a company called Gridiron that makes a phone backpack.
I've bought so much stuff from Gridiron, and it's, I think, and a lot of people don't agree with it, but Dreadnought Ryan's right. Gridiron is just another line.
Yeah.
But it improves your Joes so much. And I mean, especially with the Joes with the round the corner guns, this new plastic is so bendy.
Yeah.
If I have the money, why wouldn't I go out and get a better one from Gridiron or another company like that? It just enhances a good figure, makes it better.
Yeah. And
Was it
like
Mark II?
yeah.
Yeah, Mark II, I've got a few guns from them, most notably the Maw Deuce. Got that at Joe Fest a couple years ago. It looks great in Roblox hands, as it should.
Yeah. I was never a big fan of the railgun thing.
No, but it's better than the big Nerf gun they had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take that railgun over that any day.
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys, mid-January or towards the end of January, Delta 17 will launch their orders. These figures are great. If you're in the 1/18 scale military figures with some nostalgia and just I'm going to have to read on these guys because I want to see how it compares to my head canon, because I'm already picking these up, and 10-year-old Casey's making up stories in his head on why he would do with them if he got them at 10 years old.
Yeah.
And they're beautiful. I'm opening them slowly because once I'm through them, I can't open anymore. But I'm very impressed with them. They are just like I said. When you're 10 years old and you're opening up your Joes, that's the feeling I got.
Now you're only missing 2 from the line, right?
I am. I'm missing 2, but you know me. I'm going to troop build those robot ninjas and the Thunder Battalions because you can customize them. You know what I mean? Turn around and buy some gear off of Marauders. Marauders makes great 1/18 scale stuff.
Speaking of which, I'm hoping Marauders has the Vietnam line at Joe
I
Fest by
know.
then.
Yes. Well, I mean, hey, we can ask them at Winterfest because they're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're, I think Monday or Tuesday, they're having a big sale at Marauders.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Yeah, they're doing. I seen it on Instagram. They're doing. What was it? They're releasing a bunch of new loadout figures.
Okay.
And so, and the one figure I keep wanting to order, and I just haven't pulled the trigger on it, is the John Wick.
I finally watched the first movie.
What?
I'll be right back.
I loved it.
But
you know what? I was just waiting for all 4 of them to get done before I watched.
Yeah. So what are you going to say when the 5th one comes out?
There won't be a 5th.
Yeah. They're talking there's going to be a 5th. I can't tell you.
Ready to show you something.
Uh-oh. Matt's on the move.
I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but I've got that.
Oh,
Got him on a motorcycle.
oh. We'll have to get that.
Yeah, it's a good looking figure.
I bought
Thanks,
5 Marauder figures at Joe Fest, and they're still in the bags. I haven't even put them together yet, but I know I will. I think last time it took me 2 years to open them.
And then I've got the Snake Plissken from Escape from New York as well.
I've got
Snake. It's not Snake. Who is it?
Oh shoot!
It's not Cab Driver, is it? What'd they call him? I love these
can't remember.
They give them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Figures.
Yeah, because they can't use the exact names.
Right. Like John Wick was called something else.
Yeah.
and then Fresh Monkey Fiction has a John Wick, but
They also
he's
have a
in.
Charlie Brown.
Yeah, I've thought about ordering the Charlie Brown and the Ninja Turtles, but the John Wick they have, he's in camo and he's in like tactical gear. So I'm like, I was getting ready to hit the click it, and I seen sold out. I was like, no.
Yeah, that happened when I tried to order Shadow Tracker from Prime or from Pulse.
Yeah.
Oh, and Fresh Monkey Fiction's got a sale going on.
I'm excited to open Death Sparrow. She
That looks
just
good.
she just has that straight up 80s feel. And I love the 80s. I don't care what anybody says. 80s are best.
Yeah. 80s was a decent decade.
Great movies, great toys. You could be a kid, no
Yeah.
internet.
Yep.
It was amazing.
The only bad
Can't tell
thing
them
about
all, huh?
only bad thing about if we didn't have the internet now, I wouldn't have got to meet you all.
I mean, internet has its plus and minuses.
Yeah. Yeah.
But still partially work of the devil.
Yeah. Yeah. As we get closer to Winterfest, me and Matt usually do like a little shopping list episode. I don't really have one anymore because it's all about the connections you make. And
Mhm.
I mean, we're going to get to hang out. That's going to
Yeah.
be awesome.
It's more like anymore. I mean, it could change in the future. Usually, there's nothing I'm in particular looking for. It's just
Right.
if something stands out, and like, well, right now at this moment, I feel like I need to go ahead and grab that.
Yeah.
Beyond that, it's just mostly just getting to see, some of these guys that we've met since we started doing this, and hanging
Like,
out with them. I got
I've been,
no problem standing there talking for a couple hours to
God,
Yeah.
no, it's fun.
whoever it is, whether it's Jason, Joel, Jaron, Greg, and any
Casey.
of these other guys we know. Well, I talked to Casey.
He avoids me. I'm a talker.
But like for
But-
me, if I get to Winterfest, and the one thing I'd like to add to my collection is either an adventure team figure or an OG 12-inch Joe.
And there will be plenty of those there.
Yeah.
It's I almost bought an adventure team figure last time, but I talked myself out of it because of rabbit holes, man. I'm just horrible with rabbit holes.
So,
After we stream today, I'm going to go to Greenwood to help into the rabbit hole I'm into now.
so I was on Instagram. I'm friends with this one guy that does custom 12-inch Joes.
Okay.
And I asked him how much he would charge me to do a figure on my
Custom
Instagram
Duke?
avatar. Huh?
Oh, I thought you were wanting a custom Duke.
Yeah, I want a custom Duke with like an arrow stuck in his nugget. But with his head on Snake Eyes' sword. But like he would have done it. Do what?
Oh, I was going to say, you want a custom of Little Hillbilly.
Yeah. Like my Instagram avatar. He's wearing like
Yeah.
bib overalls and like a ball cap and big old gun.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can do it. And I'm like, how much? And he told me the price, and I was like, ooh. It was under 200. But I'm like, and if I buy a OG fig, and he was even going to do a box for it,
Nice.
like an OG box, and I'm like, ooh. So
It's
I don't know.
impressive when they do the packaging as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
But now if I get to Winterfest and I see one, I'm like, that I can't just like walk on by, it might be hard. Might have to have y'all drag me.
I've been thinking my wife, I got her this really nice cricket for Christmas. So she's going to look into making the three of us shirts.
That'd be cool.
You know, yeah. Hopefully. I still need to send out your Christmas present, Hillbilly. I'm sorry. I'm horrible.
I'm not worried about it, man.
I mean, although, you know, worst case scenario, I'll give it to you at Winterfest.
I mean, I don't even know what it is.
It's that custom Duke you wanted, man. I hooked you up.
Yes. Yes. Is it? He's in a coma. I really think I was watching Chad and he had Kirk Bazigian when they were here a while back.
Yeah.
And I'm like them, if they would relaunch Joe and make like Hawk, like Falcon in the Hawk, basically.
Oh, you
And
mean
have-
like progress it in time and all that?
Yes. Yes. That'd be so cool. Bring in new characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love that.
Yeah. Because we're stuck. We're in a box right now. Can't go past it. Can't go above it or anything. You're stuck right here.
What with this Duke comic? I think it's set modern time, but it's almost like they are G.I. Joe hasn't formed yet,
Mhm.
or they're just forming. So they've got any direction they want to go with it. Plus, you still got the Larry Hama storyline going, which that's good too. But I think I'm going to like getting these multiple views on it. Just I'm excited for the Cobra Commander one to come out. I'm excited for the next issue of Duke. I like how they're introducing the characters as they're doing it, and everything. I think everything we know about G.I. Joe will be different, if that makes sense. I think it's a whole new outtake on it. And so far, so good.
Or I
So I'm
seen
wondering
a
after we
posting
get
this
to-
morning. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go
Oh, I
ahead.
wonder if when they get through the two miniseries, if they're going to launch into a full G.I. Joe series or keep doing miniseries. Either way, I'm good with it. You know, that seems to be a way most companies are going now, is miniseries after miniseries.
I seen a post this morning where they was talking about, they showed, I think it was at Assembly Required, that there was a group of guys there that worked on G.I. Joe back in around 2010, and they were pushing, or they was promoting a G.I. Joe Adventure Team set, modern day Adventure Team, and how Hasbro kind of shot it down. But it would be in like one of the Transformers, like little kids' base, rescue bots or something like that. But it'd been targeted toward little fellas. That would have been such a great idea. But so I had an epiphany the other day and it hurt. Yes, so many rabbit holes.
So many. Should see my room. It's a disaster right now.
Yeah. Do you all remember Adventure Team?
Yes.
Okay. Remember how they had the different sets, like Adventures in the Deep and just
They had like a NASA too, right? Or am I thinking of something else?
what was it?
Like the space capsule, or was that something
Yeah.
else?
That was just G.I. Joe. But Adventure Team had like different adventures you could go on. Or
Remember like the yellow suit?
yeah, they had different sets. And I got thinking, I was listening to Anything Joe's, and they was going over the Pyramid of Darkness.
Yeah.
And I love that series.
Yes.
And I got thinking, you know, this is a rabbit hole. I apologize. The old miniseries was it was like a throwback to Adventure Team, because they would have like the Island of No Return, and then like if you go to Adventure Team, they'd have something like the Mad Doctor's Island or something like that. But that was my epiphany.
Yeah. With Super 7 getting the O-ring license for G.I. Joe, I think that's a strong first four. If that leak is true, it shows you the range that Super 7 will have. And, we may see the figures that, as kids, we would wanted to see, you know what I mean? And without having to play like the collector club prices which I love the collectors club stuff, but I can only buy so many.
I think if I can find the Blind Woodsman set cheap,
Mm-hmm.
I'll get it.
Yeah, you're talking about the Super 7 one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that. I sold it
Oh,
because I open everything pretty much.
yeah.
And I was never going to open that. And it just made more sense because I was trying to make some Joe Fest money. Sold it and put that money towards Joe Fest.
And like, I would want it mainly for the dogs that's in it.
They were cool, yeah.
But then I get thinking, the Blind Woodsman, that might be something they do in an O-ring. If they would do that set in an O-ring, then have a big polar bear.
What was from the comics? Is it Bongo the bear or
Yeah,
the girl? Yeah, I bet they do her.
yeah.
With the
Candy
thing
Apple.
Yeah, Candy Apple. Yes, Professor Apple. He'd be cool.
Yeah.
Dr. Crimson Guard outfit. Yeah, there's Dr. so many Venom. They can do, and yeah, Dr. Venom. I mean, he's a must. Got to have Dr. Venom. And Quinn, like we were talking in the desert, not desert, but the jungle.
Yeah,
that would be awesome. Have that Browning with the skulls. We do need a hillbilly origin story.
There is one on Instagram, believe it or not. There is a hillbilly origin story on Instagram. I did it a few years ago. Somebody did a file card of me, and they asked me to write the file card. So I did the writing right up on the file card. Yeah. Takes place in 1982 at Hex Department Store. I don't know if y'all had
1982 them. Was a great year. We didn't have Hex. We had Hooks. We had Hooks. Yeah, no, that was a drugstore. It was Hooks drugstore.
Hex is what kept Walmart out of West Virginia until it closed. The last Hex closed.
You can't keep Walmart out of anything except Chicago.
The people that owned Hex had a deal with Sam Walton. As long as there was one Hex department store open in West Virginia, they could not come into West Virginia. And then as soon as that last one closed, they started building Walmarts on every street corner.
Look at that. Ronnie Trickshot was born in 82. G.I. Joe O-rings in 82.
I remember it like yesterday.
Masters of the Universe was 82 as well. I could be wrong on the last one.
I was thinking 81, but it might have been 82.
Yeah, me too. I was born in 72.
75 model.
I have to scroll a lot when I'm filling out forms for the date of birth. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, my first car was made the same year I was born.
Oh, yeah. My first car was a 79 Plymouth Horizon.
It was Chrysler LeBaron, 1980.
Oof, that's a baby.
That was junk.
My first car was a 1977 Oldsmobile Starfire GT.
Man, it feels like wherever chat room I'm in or stream I'm watching, I'm always the oldest one. Come on, somebody be 70, 71. Dang it. I can't win. All right, I'm old. I get it.
Oh, one highlight from this past year.
Go ahead.
You all talk and I'll grab it here real quick.
Okay. Hey, anybody in the chat, if there's anything you're looking forward to in 2024, just feel free to throw it in there, man. I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
This is like a grill for me.
Yeah, I wish I would have known you were looking for that earlier. I have an extra one.
Well, you know, I got a great deal on the Mobat, and it had a massive ball bearing stuck down where Steeler stands. And I had a magnet powerful enough to pull the bearing out. And then a really, really cool dude by the name of Matt sent this guy to me.
Cool, man. I probably don't know him.
Yeah, I mean, I sent, as kind of a payback, I sent him a custom Deep Six that he probably just like chucked in the river or something.
Hey, he's supposed to be underwater. All right.
I can see him right now from here.
But so is his arm. Stupid question. Is his arm still intact?
Well, it is, because as soon as I took him out of the packaging, I put him on the shelf, and he hasn't moved since. So
Okay.
I didn't want to take a chance.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
same thing with little Hannibal you sent me. He's put up there too.
those were such cool figures to work on.
You did a great job.
Yeah, they look good.
I was so tempted to keep both of them. I mean,
We'd have never known.
Yep.
So tempted. I mean, especially whenever I put Deep Six up beside the shark. I was like, oh my gosh. Because I was shooting for a retro version of Deep Six, like an adventure team version of it, basically. And that paint job was so fun. It was time consuming.
I imagine it was.
Just to do the blue took 3 layers. I did a gloss black, and then I did a gold. And while the gold was still wet, I wrapped it in plastic wrap, then peeled it off, which left streaks. And then I did the translucent blue. I'll never be able to redo that one. That's like a 1 in 1,000.
So with my extra Mobat, it doesn't work or anything. The batteries are,
Yeah, this one don't either.
So I'm thinking about, now that I've got the Delta 17 in hand, most of them, still missing a couple. I'm actually thinking about customizing the paint for Delta 17.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. First I thought about making it for like the Thunder Battalion, but I don't want to make an American tank Russian, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But figure out a way to get some of the decals for Delta 17, and I'm thinking about painting that up, cleaning it up, painting it up. I think it'd be great with the troop builders for Delta 17.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
You know what? Pathfinder, I'd be down with that.
Yeah.
I think he's underrated.
Dial tone.
I still want a hardball. I think hardball's an awesome underrated Joe. Him and what is his name? It'll come to me. Starts with an R. Recoil. I think Recoil. I think he's underrated as well.
Now, I'll
some
say
great late those.
I got one that's a little controversial that I'd like to see come out.
I don't want the fridge.
Okay, I'll keep my mouth shut. No.
Or Rocky. I don't want Rocky Balboa either.
Cross Country version 2.
Yes, Aaron, that is. I mean, we'd all love to see that. I think, but I think they're just going to keep hitting us with the nostalgia until
Yeah.
we stop buying that, and we're not going to because I mean they're doing great work. But I mean, maybe with the Wolf Spider
Yeah.
and the nice job they did with Shooter, maybe we will get more brand new characters.
And the thing with Wolf Spider, I've seen people referring to him as Beachhead version 2.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I mean, each his own.
Yeah.
I mean, I
It's
can
still
see the
cool.
resemblance,
Yeah.
but it's going to be hard not to have resemblance to. I mean, there's so many great characters that they made. It's going to be hard not to resemble something if you're trying to keep them all in that same. But yes, Aaron, that would be awesome to have new Joes.
Airtight would be cool.
Yeah, yeah. I bet Gary from Chapel's Assistant Motor Pod would get 2 of those.
Yes.
That's his favorite character.
Ronnie. Cross Country version 2. Oh, I love it. I would love it.
I mean, there's so many that they can keep us fed with.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe Classified for years to come. As long as
And
the line
Larry-
stays strong, people keep buying
Yeah.
them.
If they would do it well for classified.
I could not afford that, and I don't have the room for that. I'd have to
No.
box my flag up.
Yeah, it would be. Well, I got my computer here on like a stand table.
Yeah,
It's like 2 foot long, about 2 foot wide. It'd be about the size of a well. Just the base, the diameters of it for a
I
classified.
think for classified to be bigger.
You
right.
think?
Because you got to have that little
Oh,
that little motorcycle and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, it'd have to be bigger than that.
Again, if I can go back in time, I'd punch little hillbilly right in the throat in the middle of Sears department store and tell him, nope. Yeah, they can pass on Skidmark.
Actually, that's Chad's. I don't know if it's Chad's favorite Joe, but he takes him wherever he goes. I think that's hilarious.
So
I think that's awesome.
I do something like that, like where I work by myself. I'll take a different Joe with me every night. And lately it's been little hillbilly going with me to work. And I'll pop him up on my work cart and just like something to not really amuse myself with, but just a little bit of me.
Okay.
Right
That
now,
way you're not working alone.
right now he's test driving a Polar Battle Bear. Thank you, Mr. Larry. But he's going to test drive it and make sure it's okay and safe for Snow Job to get on.
Okay, not to do a top 10 list because there's a lot of amazing top 10 lists out there that people's done up. But just give me and everybody watching can as well, your number one favorite classified that was released this year.
I'm thinking about that one.
It's a hard one when you can just pick one. There's been so many good ones.
Hold on.
Is it ones we have on hand or
No, it could be any.
well, if we go with any, even though I don't have it, and I may have to order it since it's available for order, is the Shadow Tracker.
Yeah. Well, here's it for me. Oh, wait, sorry. How did he get my classified display? For me, it'd probably be either I'm thinking I got Spirit this year,
Yeah, I was thinking about Spirit, but I was trying to remember if he was this year or last year.
It'd
Time
be a
runs
toss-up.
together.
Yeah, it'd be a toss up between Spirit and the Storm Shadow for me.
I might pick Buzzer if I can keep his glasses on because he's really cool. Ripper's really cool as well.
Stalker's real good.
Yeah, Stalker's real good. It is. I know I asked the question, but it's hard.
Yeah.
Hey, Hans, how are you?
Woo!
Hey, huh?
Mr. Chow. Tiger
Yeah,
Force B-Check Classic.
I asked the question, but honestly, I don't even know if I can give the answer.
Now,
You know what? My Falcon looks pretty cool, but I got a different head on him, so I don't count. That is awesome. I'm so
Yes, it
happy you
is.
got it.
cool.
Yeah, that box was massive.
He still hasn't mailed my eagle out.
Yeah, Hans, I can't wait to see some pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very happy I could help you out with that.
Another good one for this year. This is all seriousness. Oh, I gotta fix him first.
I might go Televiper with the Trouble Bubble because I really like the Televiper.
I like
That
this
is
guy.
a better one than the very first one they put out.
Yeah.
Now, here's my thing. I like the first one too.
If they made a couple changes to it, like weapons and that goofy tattoo,
Yeah.
I think I would have thought it was a great figure.
Yeah.
But the
I
Nerf
did.
weapons,
Now, on the first one I got, I changed it out a lot. I changed the head. I changed the vest. I changed the weapons. I put him. He's now a Steel Brigade guy. Valaverse. Man, I mean, again, I mix all my stuff in together. It's all in the
right?
same universe.
It's like I always say as a kid, it's your toys. Play with them how you want.
Yeah, and I dig the Falcon. I've not got it. It just I dig it. If I get it, I might put some camo on his face, like a few lines of camo.
I just bought a extra Dusty on sale. Took the camo off Dusty and swapped out the head. It looks so much better.
At PowerCon, somebody was selling remake heads. I think it was
Yeah,
Ramen Toys,
yeah, yeah.
and they had some decent looking heads, but uh,
I'm
no,
worried that Ramen Toys is going to make something I really, really want. I'm so scared they're going to come out with like the supernatural figures with the car and all that, and I'm just going to be like, take my money. I don't. I can't,
well, they've got the car.
they don't have baby.
What kind of car was that?
What was it? 69. I'm not really a car guy, but I love how that car looks.
Tunnel Rat. Yeah,
Tunnel Rat was a good figure, yes.
I've not seen it. It's on my want list. That with the Snake Eyes, the Commando Snake Eyes that they came out with.
Yeah, that's a good one too. That's not. Did that come with Timber?
No, it's the retro Snake Eyes. It's on a card.
Oh, okay, yeah. There's so many Snake Eyes, it's hard to keep up on.
Yeah, if I can track down that retro Snake Eyes, I would replace the one that came with Timber with him.
Yes, you are right, Hans. There are some accessories to that I'm not a big fan of, but It's a beautiful figure. That's hilarious. Yes, they should. That yeah. Like I said, I don't make toys, so I don't try to judge too much. But that face sculpt was horrible, and
Yeah.
I didn't care for CoverGirls either. I ripped that head off and threw on a Marvel Legends head that looked better.
Hey, just think.
That goes back to your toys. Play with them how you want them.
Just think. Next year, blonde cover girl coming from Super 7.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
I want to see how much bigger that one character is. I can't remember the name right now.
Broly or whatever his name is.
Something like that. I just remember him fighting Duke in the arena.
Yeah.
So
I
hope he's a lot taller.
I want to get him and Duke and have like him ripping Duke in two. Like have Duke's O-rings like poking out the bottom of him.
Ramar. Yep.
Ramar.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
Ronnie trick shot for the end.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what Super 7 does with these. I love the reaction figures for what they are. I mean, I've got a tote full of them, but at 5 POA, I only opened one.
Yeah. Hans crushes his cup aggressively. I think it was Hans. I was watching a video of. I think he was on G.I. Joeberg, and he was showing how he tests his figures, and he like flicked it across the room and bounced it off the wall. I was like, this man is a legend. I dig it.
Yes, that was a great figure.
Yeah.
And I would put that up in my top for the year. I loved he still had some of the old feel to him, but he really added that something different feel to it. I mean, I'm not getting out the words correctly, I'm sure.
Yeah. He was a perfect mashup of yes, the wall. Yep. That impressed me. I was like, this man knows what he's doing.
Right. I don't know if I could do that, but hey.
Classified Flash, that would be cool. But like the rock and roll is like a perfect mash of V2 rock and roll and V1 rock and roll. There's the one thing I did not like about it was all the tattoos. I didn't care for the
You can
tattoos.
take those off, though.
Yeah, I got to figure out how to do that.
I'll tell you after the show.
Okay. And then like Bouncy Bingle on Instagram did a custom rock and roll in the green, all green outfit with like his sleeves rolled up. Man, it looked amazing.
Yeah. Tony's Figs did too, and he took off the tattoos.
Yeah.
And it looked really good. But I like that. I like how his uniform is.
Yeah. It looks like a modern type outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Like what Special Forces would wear. Then again, I'm no expert in Special Forces.
Yeah, I don't know if I maybe put a pillow up on the wall first. I don't know.
Yeah. I'll send you a sheet of rubber. There's a rubber factory next to me in Spencer.
Hans, the Delta 17 in hand, they just feel like the G.I. Joe O-rings from, back when we was kids. Or when I was a kid. I think you're a lot younger than me. But, I mean, I'm not going to be throwing them at the wall, but I think they got some playability. You know, everything moves great. It's not loose, not too tight. It's just, to me, they're a lot of fun.
Hans, after we finish here, I will send you a picture of how I test my figures.
Will it move?
No, mine involves fire.
Yeah, I know with the last wave of classifieds I got, I had to hair dryer most of them because they would not bend.
Yes, sir.
Well, they feel like classic O rings, so give them a toss.
Yeah. Fire. I'm really, I dig this one character. His name's Intrigan from DC Comics. And I set him up and I shoot black powder rifles. So I took black powder and did a ring around him and then let out like a trail from him. And I lit the trail and I like took a bunch of quick shots of the fire getting to him. And it looked like the fire flamed up. And then as it was coming down, you could start seeing him and it's all smoky. I was like, ooh. And I scorched the crap out of him.
But you know, the one figure, I mean, you two could probably guess which figure I'm most looking forward to from Classified in 2024. That's Airborne.
Yep.
Yeah.
Super excited for him. But I would love to see, like I said, a hardball. I think that would be great. A recoil. I would like to see a fast draw. Since they got Metalhead coming out, they can do a fast draw. I think fast draw is underrated. I know a lot of people hate them. And repeater. I would love to see a repeater. Just some of your late Joes that don't get the love that I think they deserve.
Crystal ball.
I have a 6-inch crystal ball.
Really?
He does.
That's impressive. Most impressive.
Impressive or depressive? I don't know. He's got a crystal ball.
Is it an actual crystal ball? Or?
No.
Well, let me show you. Let's see if I don't know if it'll come through on the video, but we'll try. We'll see if I can
All
show
right.
it anyways.
Yeah. I was with him when he got it.
So, did you hear what's coming up in Hasbro's O-rings?
Let's see here. I don't know if you can.
Oh, that is cool. Shut up and take my money.
I'll take some pictures.
All right.
So,
It was
what's your guys' take on this? This question.
Oh, I'd take either one of them. I dig both of them.
I think I would probably go Raptor because I think they could do some crazy stuff with Raptor.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'd probably buy both. I'd make fun of Crystal Ball, but I like them.
And they need to do snake armor.
If they do a snake armor, I want something that moves. You know what I mean?
It's got to be better than the original.
Yeah, it's got to be better than when I was a kid.
No, that crystal ball was a custom that Todd from Destro's Toy Den.
Uh-huh.
So the last couple Joe Fests, he's had a custom figure each year. The first year we noticed it was Quick Kick.
The dude, how are you?
Uh-huh.
And then I think it was last year he did the crystal ball.
Right? Yeah, he was cool in IDW.
So I have a Rasputin figure, but he's 7 inch. He's out of the Hellboy movie line. Out of the first
Okay.
Hellboy movie.
Yeah.
But it is so cool.
Actually, I've never seen it.
You need to shave your beard and turn in your main card.
I read about him in the comics. You know, I read the Hellboys back in the day. Just don't get
Yeah.
to see a lot of movies. Unless they're
That's all
80s
right.
movies.
Oh, wow. You about killed me, Hans.
Yeah, of course. I want to see him do a undertow.
Undertow would
Oh,
be
yeah.
cool.
I think I want to see it more of the Iron Grenadier style.
Yeah, I think they are making a push towards the Iron Grenadier stuff.
It looks like
Yeah.
it. So hopefully it's going to
So
come down the
hopefully, yeah.
pipeline.
Hopefully. I
Hydra
mean, I don't see
Viper.
why they wouldn't.
A Hydra Viper would be even cool.
Lampreys. Lampreys would be cool.
Yeah.
Well, then you got to make a moray.
Oh my God, how big would that be? I got to put that next to my well and see which one's bigger.
Classified cesspool would be sick, Ronnie. We need zombies. Lots and lots of zombies.
Get you the mole rats.
There you go.
Well, I'm thinking more
I got
like,
one. I like it a lot better than I thought I would.
I'm thinking more like this guy.
Oh, that's awesome.
I touched up on this guy.
You know, I still don't have a cesspool in my O-ring collection, so I think that might be a hole I should fill at either Winterfest or Joe Fest this year. Maybe that's Joe Fest. Maybe I'll try to get some of those random figures I'm missing, like most of the Night Force.
I had a cesspool, and I think I traded it off for some blank figures so I could do gifts for people. So, or custom figures for people, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah. I was actually looking for a Headman at the last show, but I didn't see him.
That would be cool.
I never gave Headman much thought, but I watched Jay Bartlett's Cobra Convergence episode last year, and it made me want to get him.
So
it's always great when a video inspires you to want to go out and get something.
Well, I feel like the last couple shows we went to, we seen some of those figures around, but as soon as you started looking for them, none to be found.
Right? The story of my life, man.
Yeah. Another one I think would be really cool. I would buy it. And I know they're not going to do it. And you can probably guess what I'm going to say.
Mercer?
Oh. Yeah, Mercer. V1 Mercer. Or even a pre-V1 Mercer with like a Viper suit with a removable helmet. That would be cool. But a hooded Cobra Commander, that would be amazing.
Yeah, hey, we're hoping to see you there. To me, Winterfest is just as good as Kentuckiana. Most of the same people, most of the same vendors. So, I mean, if you can make it down, go for it. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Buy some more Tiger Force. I still have some Tiger Force I gotta fill in my O-rings too.
I have one Tiger Force figure in my collection, my O-ring collection, and you could probably guess who it is. And it's not Duke.
Flint.
Yes. And he is glorious. Flint's like one of my 2 all-time favorites.
Winterfest is in Shepherdsville, Kentucky, which is a suburb of Louisville. It happens every January, and they have a summer show in July called Kentuckiana. And it is everything from modern classified O-rings back to the old 12-inch G.I. Joe figures. It is probably one of the best G.I. Joe centric. You can find other stuff.
Yeah.
And other stuff cheap. But as far as G.I. Joe goes, I mean, the only thing I've been to better was Joe Fest. Yeah, I agree, Ronnie, for whatever reason. But I mean, I think people are making customs that will fit on your Cobra Commanders.
Yeah.
So if people really want one, I think there's always ways around stuff. People will always make customs. People with a lot of talent, which we have no shortage of in this community.
I have one on my Cobra Commander. And I got it from a really good friend of mine, Baron Ironblood on Instagram. We was trading back and forth, and then he's like, "I'm sending you a really cool package on top of what we was trading," and I open it up, and it's a hooded Cobra Commander head that he painted. So I popped off the old head and smacked it on there.
And that'd be cool. I always liked hooded Cobra Commander.
Yeah.
You know, another hole I need to fill in my O-ring is the battle armor Cobra Commander. I've not done that yet. It seems like I found them all the time before I was wanting to buy it. And like Matt says, as I'm looking for it, crickets.
I've got all the Cobra Commanders. I've got the first 3 versions of Cobra Commander. Mr.
Hey, Will, how are you?
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Yes, yes.
Have a happy New Year,
Will. I'm still looking for those planes, Will. Let me know if you find them.
Next time I'm at Ross, I'll look for you.
I look every time. I might swing by a Ross today.
Well, if
they're supposed to be there and TJ Maxx, I think. But I can see that definitely being a Delta 17 or a callsign Lombo paint job. Because to me, it's just one big hand cannon. I'm gonna make Aaron from Paints Toy Samples has inspired me to do dioramas. Have you guys seen his diorama for the His Tank? Check it out on Instagram. It is amazing. I mean, I would never come up with something that good, but yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, that plane that looks like a Rattler. It's perfect. I need to get one of those. Hey, thanks, Will. I appreciate it. Same to you. If I find one, you'll be the first person I tell. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I love interactions. This is like the funnest thing about actually doing live streams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love interactions with people. I spend 50 hours a week at least in a little, and you can ask Matt, my office is the size of a closet.
Maybe so just a little bigger, but not much.
Yeah. So I don't have a lot of interaction. And to be honest, really, I don't want a lot of interaction with a lot of them anyway. We don't have a lot in common. They're all nice people. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just a goofy guy that collects toys that works out of a little closet office. So this right here is the best.
classified ice cream soldier.
I think that would be on my pass list. But I mean, hey, I know some people would want it, like a scoop. A lot of people would want scoop. I would probably
Yeah.
pass on it because I have no. I mean, I've got the O-ring, but I'll tell you one I would really like to have is the worm, Cobra worm. I would love to see a classified worm. And even though I'd be breaking my number one space rule, I'd get a maggot if it's classified size. I think it's awesome.
Well, if they did Havoc in classified, I'd buy it.
Yeah, you start making the drivers.
Yeah.
You know, you can't stop with just the driver. You gotta do the vehicle.
I don't
Actually,
know. They made 2 copperheads, no moccasin.
I never know though. It could be a
Yeah.
could be a
That could
hand
be
slab.
next. Yeah.
I need to get me another Havoc. I have one, but I customized it, and I love the Havoc. I had it when I was a kid, and it was like my number one go-to big vehicle because it's my only big vehicle. Yep. Gotta agree.
You know, I'm spacing for the thunderclap. I love the thunderclap. A lot of people don't, but I think it's awesome. And the driver is one of my favorite figures, long range. And I think one reason why he's one of my favorite figures is because of how cool he was in the IDW run. He was an actual sniper,
Yeah.
and there were some good stories with him. So that's when you read something you like, you grow attached to it. So I like to say
Rolling
classified of him.
Could you imagine a Rolling Thunder in classified?
I think toddlers could ride it.
It would be. Yeah, I was gonna say that'd probably be almost as long as the original flag.
Yeah.
Be huge. Can you imagine those big missiles?
It'd be glorious.
Oh, it would be beautiful. I'll give that to you. But honestly, I got no place to put it.
So I seen this week on It's Chad, he was talking about the new crossover with Transformers and G.I. Joe. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
With the Mobat?
Mm-hmm.
Going to be Optimus Prime.
Yeah. And who was the figures?
Optimus.
It was Hawk, right? General Hawk?
Yeah, General Hawk.
Hawk, yeah. And then potentially a second figure as well.
Had to be Steeler, right?
It'd have to be Steeler, I think.
Yeah, we'll see. But I'll probably get that one.
Yeah. Would I transform it into Prime? Nah, I'd leave it as a.
Yeah, Mobat's awesome. I still need a Mauler. That will be, and spoilers, my number one look for at Joe Fest. A Mauler. I'd like to find it for less than I found it last time.
I've never had one.
Me either. I didn't have it as a kid. I don't have it now. It is a glaring hole in my collection.
Oh, the ultimate classified figure. I got to find this vintage figure at Winterfest, so I want to be on the look for it. V1 Deep Six.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Classified's cool, but to me, I have to pick and choose because of.
Yeah.
It is not my preferred scale. I'll say that. Not that I really have one, but just the space it takes up. Yeah. I love the old school Joes, but again, classified doing what they're doing with the old school Joes. I mean, it's hard to pass up on them. If you got the space, why not?
I'm not a big fan of the version 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Keep
the
six.
crossover line.
Oh,
But they could probably do it a lot better
yeah.
Yeah.
as a classified.
Well,
Yeah, I don't have any of the crossovers.
I'm wanting to get 2 of the V1s. One for, well, I want to get a first version shark also. I want a complete shark. But my fish tank, we have an aquarium. It's a 29-gallon aquarium, and right now I have a modern. They call him deep six or whatever. Yes, won't be the first time I've done that, but
Right.
but I want to put him down in the bottom of the aquarium. I love it. Everybody bashed on it, but it's so cool. It's iconic. Would it have been cool that he could have moved? Yes, but oh my! I do that at work every day. I mean,
Didn't
some
you
of the
put
stores.
your torpedo?
Yes,
Yeah, that looked pretty cool.
modern torpedo and a modern eel. I had them on bobbers and they was floating around. And I was waiting to see how long it took my wife to find them. And as soon as she walked in and looked at the tank, there was a man floating around in my fish tank. So I took the bobbers off of them and placed them like strategically in the tank. And she walked in the other day. She's like, "Why is there men in the bottom of my fish tank?"
So they're all right. They got, breathers on. They're fine.
The one thing I don't like about that modern torpedo is his tanks come off his back.
Yeah, pretty easily.
Yeah, so I'm waiting to see a tank floating around and fish chasing it.
I thought about putting just a little bit of that blue tack in the hole and stuff. I've done that with a couple of my Joe backpacks that don't stay on well,
Yeah,
and it keeps them in there. Plus, it doesn't ruin them. You can always pull it out.
blue tack.
Yeah, it's like a
Well,
blue sticky tack.
Yeah, well, the danger of that in a fish tank is I'm afraid it
Oh.
might kill the fish.
Right. Yeah. There's only one way to find out.
Hey, there goes a house past my house. Literally half a house. The joys of living in West Virginia.
So definitely, I will say to everyone who has any interest in the Delta 17, I just want to thank Ken for allowing me to be able to get these
Yeah.
early. They are amazing. Can't wait to get the few I'm missing, plus a couple extra for troop builders. I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping call sign longbow will be out this year. It'd be nice with that and Operation Recall, but for some reason I'm feeling like Operation Recall. That Kickstarter was later, so it might be later too. I don't know. But I have my Art of G.I. Joe coming Tuesday, because some people get Mondays off. It's coming Tuesday.
Yeah.
Which that book looks huge. It's like 712 pages. And that's going to be awesome.
Hey, William.
How's it
Hi,
going?
William.
Another
But
great guy,
there's a
right?
lot of cool stuff to look forward to. 2024 is going to be great. We
Yeah.
do this more of a consistent than we have in the past, which is awesome. So I think sky's the limit this year, as long as we all stay healthy and it stays fun for us. You guys got anything you want to say before we wrap it up?
This has been you all. I tell you this constantly, but I want it to be known publicly. You all have been such a blessing to me this year. I mean, I don't have anybody in this area that I can talk Joes with. And the community and you all, man, I'm humbled. Thank you again. And I'm looking forward to this year being on here. And I'll try not to do too many stupid human tricks on here.
Hey, like I told you from day one, just be hillbilly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good, bad, or indifferent. I mean, we like it,
Oh.
so
you're going to get it. Full force.
and my wife's like, hillbilly's so funny. What about me? No,
I think
she's had 31 years of this. She's heard my jokes.
I don't really have anything to add other than I think it's great that we had several people in the chat today. That was
Yeah.
really cool.
Yes,
Get
I
be able to
always
interact.
worry. I always worry nobody's going to show up. But I mean, I think at one point we had 7 or 8, and honestly, the interaction has been awesome. And
Yeah.
just
We wouldn't
happy.
be here without them.
No, that's true.
You ain't got
That is true.
ain't got a lot of me, Will. You ain't got a lot of me to be
But-
my friend.
With all that being said, we're closing in past an hour and 45, which I was going to be happy if we went 45. So, hey,
We
beat
snowball.
them expectations.
This
Thank
has
you,
been a
everybody, for watching.
Yeah.
Please, if you can, like. If you like it, subscribe. If you're not, if you subscribe, share it. We're always looking to grow it some. And as long as you guys like it, we'll keep doing it. Anything you guys want to say?
Y'all have a happy new year.
Yep. You too, everybody out there. If you do go out on New Year's Eve, be safe, man.
Ronnie, get some sleep, man.
4:17. Dang. All right. I usually get up before I have to go to work.
Yeah, I get up at 4 a.m.
I get up at 7 a.m. and go to work at 2 p.m.
All right. Well, like just one last thank you to everybody. And I think we're tentatively scheduled to do this next week, but
Yeah.
I think the weekend of the 19th, we probably can't because I think they're going to make me work that Saturday. But
No.
if you guys want to get together, just let me know.
No.
I will have a great weekend. Thank you.
See you guys.
Have a great week.